What about a dude named Battle Truth? You ever heard of him?
Battle Truth. I think Battle Truth, he tells it from his perspective. I've seen some of his stuff. I'm not familiar with all of it. But I think
That nigga's funny.
He's funny. I think in the beginning, because I remember when I first started seeing it, he tried to have this judge theme, and I think he realized just being straight up was the best thing for him. You know,
he's himself.
You know what I mean? But
this up. Okay, Battle Truth on YouTube. You are one of my official go-to sources. As you know, I'm still involved in battle rap behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Nah, but
he's hilarious. Battle Truth.
He's wild hilarious. He's also got his own thing. You feel what I'm saying?
He's mad funny.
You know what I mean? So
but
like
with him though, another thing with him, like, and I'm not talking bad about him. I respect him. I like him. I watch his channel. I watch
like
him.
a judge and shit.
Yeah, I go to his channel. I can say myself before I go to anything else.
You go to Battle Truth first?
I go to Battle Truth first. I'm being honest.
That's crazy.
I want to see what he talk about, how he's saying it. But
where's my damn gavel at? Hold on. Here! Take it! Take it! Bang the gavel on your damn self. Don't worry. I'll do it for you. No, man. Get up out of here with that trash, man. No, man.
And it's true. At first, I was a fan, but now I'm angry. And you've been up here doing all that cap. Y'all niggas crucified Battle Truth. Even when he provided proof, y'all said he was lying. Norb's casting couch like Harvey Weinstein, but he didn't try to deny it.
What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. The brother Polight was sentenced to 7 years incarceration for the misconduct and molestation of his girlfriend's daughter. It's minor. One of the most influential persons in the conscious community. He had, 4, 5 wives? Couldn't be satisfied. So he was desperately seeking. Like he really, really, really wanted that young girl, man. He made it his business to get that girl at any cost. He had a heavy sexual demon on him. And now he's been in 7 years behind bars with a 10-year probation sentence. 7 is the number of completion. That's God's number. He always wanted to go against God. He always wanted to show how he was so supposed to be God. No, his thing was the black woman is God. Right. The black woman is God. Then why you didn't respect her? Because he don't have respect for God himself. So you right by what you think God was. You don't love the real God. You don't believe in the real God. So what he did was try to make it seem as though he wanted to exalt and elevate and honor black women by saying, this is God. This who is precious. This who did more for us than God could ever do. The black woman is God. Right. So why didn't you respect her then if that was the case? Because again, just like you don't have no respect for the real God, you don't have no respect for a woman. A woman. So you saw her as the real God. Somebody to mock, somebody to disrespect, somebody you think you can bring shame to, only for it to end in your shame. Now, what happens now, brother? What happens now? What you think you got 7 years? You think your wife finna wait for you for 7 years? You think they finna go 7 years without getting none? See how it all leaves? Yeah, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You did it to somebody else. It's not going to be done to you. Not going to be done to you. As far as like when you seeing you want to go out of the way to have sex with all these different women. Now you're finna have all these guys having sex with your wives. Yeah, your wives. The same ones who was going up against God with you. You think they finna wait for you? You think they finna say they self for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And from what I'm hearing, it already started. And from what I'm hearing, it already started, partner. Right. Why would they stay? Why should they stay? You like the scum of the earth. Why would they stay though? Why would they stay after hearing something like this? Why would they stay?
Michael Nowak, this is the first time I have spoken publicly about what you've done to my daughter and I. I have gracefully remained silent the last 2.5 years. 2.5 years of pain, shock, disbelief, PTSD, constant nightmares, and daily triggers. Trying to help my daughter heal when I'm not even healed myself. What you have done to my daughter, myself, and my entire family is inexcusable. You hurt us all. You made me believe that you were such a great man and you could do no wrong. You made me fully trust you, and for that, my daughter trusted you too. But the truth is, you're a monster, a demon. The very first time that I allowed you to be alone with my daughter, the very first time, and you couldn't even help yourself. You told me you was gonna be right back. You were going downstairs. We were gonna grab food and take vacation pictures. You told me that you wanted to have a one-on-one talk with her about loving and respecting me as a great mother that I was and am. And I actually believed you. I believed that you were gonna bring her right back. I thought you were gonna have this trusting conversation with her that you promised me. Her and I both trusted you. For a grown man to violate a child who trusted him, you should be ashamed of yourself. You plotted on me and my little girl. The entire time you knew what you planned to do. Isolate, intoxicate, then violate my baby. Shame on you. I trusted you to bring her right back. You were supposed to bring her back the same way that you took her. Instead, you drugged her and took advantage of her. You sexually abused her. You forced alcohol down her throat. You then forced her to see things that no child should ever have to see. You forced her to feel things that no child should have to feel. You forced her to accept violence that no child should ever have to endure. You forced drugs in her that no human should ever even ingest. She's my child. My baby. How could you? How could you? You could have killed her with all the drugs that were found in her system.
Damn.
And you thought your master plan was mapped out perfectly, huh? You thought I'd be dumb enough to believe you over my child. And you thought that money would blind me. You thought I was going to be so blinded that I wouldn't notice when you returned her with bruises all over her body and her mouth busted, uncontrollably shaking. Absolutely not.
Hold on a second before I go further. I want to elaborate on that a little bit, man, because people missing that point, man. People miss that point, man. I have been saying that while covering this thing. They tend to miss that point. That little girl was going to die in that hotel room. She was going to die. She was unresponsive. by the dosage of drugs he gave her. The dosage of the date rape drug he gave her. That little girl was out of it. And that's a little girl. That's a little girl. But it also shows you how demonic and dementive and how obsessed, sexually crazy he was for that little girl. Listen, let me tell you something. That little girl looked like she was 10 years old. Okay? That little girl looked like she was 10, 11 years old. You ever saw a 10 and 11-year-old child? That's how that little girl looked. And yet, he was determined. The mama gonna say it too. He was determined to rape her at any cost. That's how bad he wanted to rape her. He was going to kill that girl. If it wasn't for him, he had to stick his 2 fingers down her throat to vomit. She was so out of it, she didn't even know this man was raping her. She was so out of it from the date rape drug. And he's sitting up here, got all this money. He can have 2, 3 girls at the same time. You already got 4, 5 wives. Not enough. He allowed those demons to come and take over for him. Think about that. Anytime you got this whole thing about going against God, where do you think that influence coming from? And when you just opened yourself up to darkness, who you think now is in control of your spirit and soul? Those demon spirits. And what do those demon spirits hate more than anything? Besides Jesus, they hate children. They hate children. So the moment he let them demon spirits in by going against Jesus, it did what a demon spirit will do when a man is under his influence. It went after the children. And that little girl finna die in that hotel room. She woke up with all type of his semen all over her, just shaming the little girl, beating her. Her mama said her mouth was busted. Her mouth was busted, not from sex, but from physical abuse. Yeah, Sinetta, you a dirty nigga. That's his partner. That's his homie. That's his guy. He'll do anything for $1. He'll do anything for a nickel. He tried to shame and cover it up because he wanted the money for it. Let's just be real. Wanted people to subscribe to my Patreon so you could get the coverage. Your turn next. God finna expose all you God hating. You see how it's coming down? See how it's destroying y'all in y'all body? You see how that sickness and that disease inside your body, Sinetta? You see how it's eating you up? Oh, yeah. You tried to capitalize off a smear Jesus campaign and going against the Bible and going against God. Guess what? It's time to answer. It's time to answer. Y'all all gonna get it in different ways. Some die, some suffer, some go to prison, some lose the ones they love. However God see fit, may his will be done. You think he just gonna let y'all continue to shame and bash and deceive and try to turn people against him? While at the same time, he trying to save y'all also, and y'all still deny. Don't you know when you be having them Christians on y'all platforms, even though you think they up there for a debate? No, idiot. Even though they up there debating, they actually up there giving you the word. So you can't say you ain't heard it, even though you deny it and turn it down. So that actually serves against you. But all y'all got them dark, evil, wicked secrets. And that's why y'all going down. One at a time, over and over and over again. When these guys be going up against God, ain't nothing right in their life. Don't let these guys fool you. If you could disrespect the one who made and created you, and you don't have no love and respect for him who died on the cross for your sin, you don't have no respect for life. You don't have no respect for life. None. These dudes are terrible. They sellouts, trying to use black skin to deceive people to get in their pockets, to get between their legs. These are lying, fake niggas. There's a difference between black men and niggas. These are niggas. Would do anything for $1. They'll sell you out. They're not honorable. They have no loyalty. Just evil. And birds of a feather flock together. That's why they whole squad be a part of this stuff. Because those evil spirits, they connect with each other. They connect with each other. All of them going down. You never win going against Jesus. 10 times out of 10 times you go up against Jesus, you fail sooner or later. You fail. Nobody ever succeeded in going against Jesus. Nobody ever did. Not even in the crucifixion. They failed that miserably. Now listen to some more of this.
And although you executed your plan and you got what you wanted those couple of hours, you actually failed. Because look where you're at right now. You have created a lifetime of trauma for my daughter and I. Before you, we never knew evil existed. You brought so much evil into our lives that early morning. And I'll never forget. I called you like 50 times and you wouldn't answer me. And I called her too, but you took her phone.
See that? I called you 50 times. You wouldn't even answer my calls. I was calling her. You had took her phone, left her defenseless. You took away her life alert. You think your wives finna stay faithful to you? You don't think your wives listening to this, seeing how evil and disgusting you are? And you know what's even crazier about this? You pleaded guilty to this. That means you admitted to raping this girl. You admitted to hurting this girl. You wasn't found guilty in trial. You took a plea deal because you know you were just that guilty and didn't want to risk going to trial for more time. Why would your wife stay with you? You are self-admitting, evil, raping, molesting, lying, perverted, money-hungry, greedy. Oh, I had to calm myself on that one. Yeah. Why should they stay faithful to you for? They husband raped children. They husband is a murderer. That little girl finna die in that hotel room. God was with her. God was with her. God was with her. And if little girls like that grow up to be advocates for women and make it their business to put laws in play to put guys like you away. It's women like that who that little girl you hurt, who grow up to have children of their own and teach them to inspire, to love, to care, to stand up for truth, and take a stand against wickedness. Why should your wife be faithful to you? You swore before the court that you raped this girl. You swore before the court that you was guilty of doing this to this girl. So why should they stay faithful to you? You see, that's the difference when a person loses in trial, because it shows you at least tried to fight it. But when you take a plea and say, yes, I did that. Yes, I'm guilty of that. Yes, I did. Okay. Anybody that wanted to stand by your side, anybody that wanted to be in your corner, how could they? So why should they stay faithful to you? Why would they stay faithful to you? They not. They not. This is just the beginning of how it all comes tumbling down. Your money now going to be spent away. Your wives now are going away. And now you going away. Yeah, you're going to get your ass whooped in jail a few times. Yes, you are. You better change. You better repent. You better turn these things around. But you definitely getting your ass whooped. We got a brother in this community on the way where you at too. Yeah. Let's listen to some more of this. Why should your wives be faithful to you? A self-admitting child molester.
You drugged my baby and you gave her no way to seek help. You left me no way to contact her or even know where she was. I get physically sick now whenever I'm away from my daughter because of you. Something as simple as her going to school, I'm in panic mode because I'm scared when she comes back, she's going to be hurt all over again. I constantly have flashbacks of that night. And what she lives with is not okay. She feels uncomfortable around people and will live with this forever, and this is not fair to her. She never deserved this. Shame on you for forcing evil on our youth. And you know, for a year, I questioned, how could you even do this to us? Her and I did nothing wrong to you. We trusted you. I moved across the country because I believed everything that you told me. But it was pure manipulation I see now. All you do is specialize in selling false dreams. How could you do this to an innocent child and mother who simply trusted you? We did nothing wrong. But you know what? I'm done breaking my head trying to question or figure out how you could do such a thing. It's so simple to me now. You're just a sick man. A man you can have a plethora of women, but you secretly prefer to have a child. And it's so clear now. I will never be able to fully trust another person due to the betrayal that you've shown me. And for that, I was not willing to trust 6 strangers and go to trial. Nor was I going to put my daughter through an additional trauma. This plea was in our best interest. You and I both know the evidence is extremely substantial. But even with that, I refuse to have my child be tormented when she's done nothing wrong. All she holds is the truth. And I will say this, although you were so worried about being labeled a sex offender, you did us a huge favor by admitting to guilt, period. So for that, I thank you. I truly thank you. Yes, mitigation took place and I allowed it as long as it meant you going to prison and you getting true help. Because true help means no more victims. The fact that your only non-negotiable was to accept a sex crime shows exactly the type of man that you are. You know what you did in that hotel room. I know what you did, and my daughter knows what you did. DNA doesn't lie. There's no reason why your DNA should have been found on my baby. And yes, I satisfied your bogus request to not be labeled a sex offender, but it doesn't take away from who you truly are. I wasn't going to waste any time going back and forth with you over a label. God will judge you for exactly the person he knows you to be, a sexual predator. So rest assured, jail time equals jail time. And I pray that during your 10 years of sex offender probation, you actually receive the treatment that you need, and it helps heal your sick mind and get the thoughts of being with children out of it. All you care about is your pretend image, but I know exactly who you are now. You want to be this public figure, but you want to do all your evil acts in secret. You're so self-centered. That's why the last time I saw you on February 27, 2021, you fought me. You tried to hold me hostage from taking my daughter to the hospital. I'll never forget that cowardly look in your eyes. I'll never forget it. You were so scared. You were so scared because you realized you messed with the wrong one. Your last words to me, you held me and said, please don't go. You're gonna ruin my career. Well, today, September 6th, 2023, my last words to you are, I hope the next 17 years of your life, you're reminded of the disgusting, terrifying, unforgettable act that you've done to my innocent daughter. Shame on you. And although you've caused a tremendous amount of trauma for myself and my daughter, we will and will always be superior of you, because a successful, honest career is something that you can never, ever have. We will both continue to stand against violence. My daughter will continue to persevere and be bright and intelligent and courageous young woman that she is.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that. Them guys are cowards. Them guys are cowards. They like to prey on the young. They like to prey on the weak. They don't do that with no men. You never hear about them dudes having fights with men. You never hear about them dudes challenging men, but they always want to go up against women, always want to be against vulnerable young women. Ain't that right, Unbiased? Christopher Unbiased, he do the same thing. He do the same thing. He on his way to prison. He raped 4 black women. He on his way to prison. He finna get more time than Brother Polight. Brother Polight he raped this one girl. Unbiased raped 4. So you ain't getting no 7-year plea deal. I know your plea deal was 20, 30 years. Y'all are some cowards. Y'all deserve to get y'all ass whooped. Y'all deserve to suffer for what y'all did. Y'all unrepentant. Y'all not remorseful of what y'all did to these women. You unapologetic. Y'all trying to make it seem like y'all the victims. No, y'all need y'all ass whooped. That's exactly what's gonna happen when y'all get to prison. And now you lost it all, Brother Polight. Now your wives finna belong to somebody else. You gonna be in prison getting your ass whooped. And all your money being spent and gone. All the things you thought you owned, gone. Yeah. That's what you get. So I hope while you in there, you get some help. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours.